Dan McDuffie, former news reporter in Boston, resident of Somerville, Mass., about 5 miles from Watertown, is on the line with us with some insights and a report from what's going on in Boston. Dan, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks for having me.
So what's up?
The city is really, I think, both a scary place and it's rather eerie today, being stuck in our homes because this is all going on. We've never really experienced anything quite like this, and it's just so strange to see the streets of this and about 6 surrounding communities so empty right now.
Mm-hmm. And what's the latest on the search for Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, if I'm saying this right?
They're still very much focused on Watertown. It's really unclear right now where he may be. I mean, Watertown is where the gun battle was last night. It was very fierce. Explosives were thrown at officers. We know about 15 were wounded. 1 was killed, as far as the police go. And they're really still concentrating there. But all of us remain on lockdown at this hour while I'm talking to you. Just before I came on the program, they actually sent out a emergency text message that I have never heard before, this alert go off, reminding us all to stay in our homes. And they continue to look for the suspect that's at large. We know he's dangerous, and everybody is very understanding, and we're obeying as best we can.
You got an emergency text message on your cell phone?
I did, and it's not something that came this morning. It's actually just that came this afternoon, and it was from the Mass Emergency Management Association, and they were telling us to remain in our homes. The shelter order remains in effect, and to to continue not to open our doors unless we have uniformed police coming by.
Wow, remarkable. So they must.
It's extraordinary. There are, anyone who does venture out, the police are kind of stopping them and asking, what are you doing? Where are you going? There were some people that made it to work this morning, and they were allowed to get home, and that's really the only reason people are out right now. Yeah,
and I know there are some people yelling and screaming about, my rights of freedom of movement are being violated and all this kind of thing. I don't think they're arresting anybody for being on the streets. They're just strongly discouraging people. Do I have that right?
They are. I haven't heard any stories of arrests. I mean, unless they're doing anything suspicious, they might, take them into custody, but then they're being quickly released.
Yeah.
So they can focus their efforts here. There's been a lot of, bomb threats and things in different areas, and, they follow up leads as fast as they can get them, and the law enforcement has been just stretched really thin. But I do have to say that they've all been doing a very good job, and we understand that they're trying to keep us safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Dan McDuffie, a resident of Somerville, Mass., 5 miles from Watertown, former news reporter. Dan, anything you want to add, anything that our audience needs to know?
Just be aware that it's a fluidic situation. The news is changing rapidly. You can't always trust what you hear right away and what's on social media. One of the facts I just found out before I came on the show here with you, we thought this whole thing started this morning with a robbery at a convenience store. It now turns out they weren't really robbing the store. They just happened to be in the store. So the facts are still unfolding. It's a very fluidic situation. And, I just say keep us all in your thoughts and prayers and, definitely keep the bombing victims in your thoughts and prayers. They'll need all the support they can get.
Yeah. And may this young man turn himself in and give us some insight into what happened here so that we can prevent this in the future as well.
Let's hope so, because it would definitely be helpful to understand the why behind all this, because we really don't know right now. We can only speculate.
Yeah, very well said. Dan, thanks a lot for the report.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Great to hear from you. Thank you very much.